How were unit fractions used in ancient math? Imagine trying to split a loaf of bread into equal parts without using the numbers we know today. That's how early civilizations thought about fractions. In ancient times, especially in Egypt, fractions were more than just numbers. They were practical tools for daily life. Instead of writing fractions like 2/7, they used a special system called unit fractions. A unit fraction has 1 as the top number and a positive whole number as the bottom. So fractions like 1/2, 1/3, and 1/4 are all unit fractions. Ancient Egyptians loved expressing all their fractions as sums of these 1/whatever parts. For example, instead of writing 2/7, they would write it as 1/4 plus 1/28. They believed this made calculations easier because they could think of fractions as adding up simple parts. This approach was especially useful when dividing food, land, or goods among people. If they had to split bread into 7 pieces, they would use these unit fractions to describe each share fairly. But working with these fractions wasn't always simple. Adding or subtracting them meant converting everything into sums of 1/something. To make this easier, they created tables showing how to break down complex fractions into sums of unit fractions. These tables acted like early math cheat sheets, helping them find answers quickly. Other ancient cultures also used similar ideas. The Romans, for example, used fractions based on units called uncia, which were twelfths. But the Egyptians' focus on expressing fractions as sums of unit fractions was unique and influential. It showed how early mathematicians thought about numbers as made up of smaller, indivisible parts. This way of thinking shaped how they measured and divided things in their world. Practically, they used this system for everyday tasks like measuring land, dividing food, or recording quantities. It was a way to connect numbers directly to real-world needs. So, in ancient math, unit fractions weren't just abstract ideas. They were practical tools that helped people manage their daily lives. This method of working with fractions reflects a fascinating chapter in the history of numbers, revealing how early civilizations understood and used mathematics to solve real problems.